Hi, everybody. Sam here. Hope you're having a great day wherever you're at in the world today. I am so excited to have Stephanie with me today for another micro interview. We were talking a little bit before we started recording, and I'm so excited about what she has to share with you. First, let me just welcome you to Safe Heart Connections. We are an online community group for women that are working on learning to love ourselves more fully. By default, our life improves and we get to make connections along the way. If you have been coming around for a while, we are so glad you're back. If you're new, we're glad you're here. And so Stephanie is an online business manager, and we got connected because of school, SKOL, not like high school, but the new kind of cool school. And I'm very excited to hear what she has to share with you today. So Stephanie, take it away.
All right. Thank you, Sam. Hi, everyone. I'm glad to be here. And I'm an online business manager and also a teacher of the Alexander Technique. So my mission is to combine relaxation with the art of being an entrepreneur, because all of us are just too stressed out, and maybe we don't have to be. Maybe we can take care of ourselves still as we're on this journey of building our businesses. So most of you probably don't know what the Alexander Technique is, and that's perfectly fine. It's been around for about 100 years. It's very popular with musicians and dancers and actors. A lot of people still don't know about it, and it is a mind-body method that uses breath work and posture and movement to release that excess tension so that you can have more energy throughout your day and feel so much better. The first thing I'd like to teach you is that all the tension in your body can be traced back to your neck. If you wouldn't mind humoring me and just put a hand on the back of your neck, and if possible, stand up and just notice whatever you notice. So I'm not sure if you'll be able to see me very well, but oh yeah, you can. All right. I'm hooked up with my wire here. So just stand up one time and see what you notice. You'll probably feel something happening in your neck. In the Alexander Technique, that's where we began as well. Even before that, we began by pausing and just noticing where you are in space at this moment and how you're feeling internally, and just coming back to yourself, because it's so easy to get distracted and pulled away by so many things in front of us. But maybe remember that you have a back as well, and that you can think of letting your neck do a little bit less. And the answer may be no. Maybe your body just needs to do what it's doing, and that's also perfectly fine. But we can also just have that wish for ourselves to have a little less tension in our necks, and to have a long spine, to think of our sit bones releasing into the chair at the bottom of our pelvis, and our knees releasing away from those sit bones, and our feet on the floor. And now go ahead and put your hand back on the back of your neck. And this time, I want you to scooch to the edge of your chair and have your feet closer to the chair. And then pause for a moment and just breathe and take in the room, whatever space you're in around you. And then you're going to pivot slightly forward on your sit bones and let your nose drop a little bit. And think of your neck doing less, and then just send your feet into the floor and come to standing. And then we're going to reverse that, again, letting your nose drop a little bit, and pause as you start bending, and see if you can undo a little more tension in your neck. And then continue to the chair and come on back. So I'm curious about what you've noticed. And of course, this isn't a two-way conversation, but when I've worked with people in the past doing this, they do notice, oh my gosh, I was able to stand from the chair using a lot less than what I thought I needed originally. So it's not just great for getting in and out of a chair, but that's the baseline that we can start to measure our other activities. Like when you're on the phone with a client or on a Zoom call, are you tensing up? Can you maybe undo a little bit in your neck? Can you notice how you're breathing? Are you breathing more shallowly because you're nervous? Can you let your lungs really fill up like balloons 3-dimensionally? And your ribs swing out like bucket handles and then come back down as you exhale and your diaphragm goes up. Can you let your feet rest on the floor and let your toes unscrunch? And can you use this for when you're taking care of accounts receivable, when you're working with clients, when you're talking to your kids? Can you release some of that extra tension? Just pause and give yourself 5 seconds to come back and give yourself that internal space and breathing and movement, allowing your body to have that movement to give yourself a little bit more peace and relaxation.
Wow, that was so good. It was so good. I'm in a position where I can't actually do that with you right then, but just thinking about it and holding my hand and realizing, like, legit, that is where my stress is and my tension. I always know it. And I've started, the women that have been following us for a while know I've started a new meditation channel on YouTube, and I've been sharing them in the community. And so I'm really trying to help. What you're doing is similar, to be mindful of our breath and to focus on our body and to slow down and be more intentional. And that is truly an act of self love when you do it well, because it feeds us in so many ways that we're just not even, we don't even realize.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And
Yeah.
I've realized this about a million times this past year. It was very difficult. We had a lot going on. My husband changed jobs and started traveling more. My son was in his senior year of high school and had all the stuff that goes along with that. He was applying to schools and then not really sure if he wanted to go to school and having an existential crisis. And my daughter had some ongoing health problems, and I was having to contact different doctors and clinics and the insurance company. And just there was so much going on that I realized I couldn't continue to grow my business the way I originally planned. And I wouldn't be able to do it at all because I was going to end up really sick if I didn't take good care of myself. I know about the Alexander technique, and I was so busy that I had put it on the back burner. And I realized I needed to do the opposite of that and put it in the forefront and take care of myself first before trying to grow my business and
Yeah.
work with my clients with the
Amen.
kids. Yeah.
Amen. And we teach what we need. You know that, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. So yeah, I realized like I need to teach this because I need my own reminder, because it's so easy to forget and it just, whew, yeah.
Well, great. Thank you for sharing that and visually showing us what it looks like. I could feel it in your breath, and just I, my feet sit where I'm at on my little desk. There's a stand that my desk is on, and my feet, because I'm short, actually sit on the rails of the desk instead of the floor, which is fine. They're still flat and it's very comfortable. But when you said unsquinch your toes, I literally felt my toes go like that and stretch out. I'm like, yeah, that's just amazing. And so we don't realize how tight we're holding things in, right? And to be
Yeah.
able to relax a little bit. So I am so thankful for you and our connection. I'll make sure that your links for social media, wherever people are either listening on a podcast or on YouTube or on social media, that the women will be able to click through to get connected to you if they'd like to learn more or to be able to connect with you. Do you have any final thoughts before we wrap up?
Before you go on to whatever's next in your day, give yourself a moment. Just pause for a moment and take care of yourself. You deserve it. And it's going to help whatever's next be that much better. So
I
thank you.
agree. I agree. Thank you so much, Stephanie. It was really good to have you today.
Um, my pleasure.
Bye-bye.